Baby, it's cold outside. That's funny. It's the first time my truck ever did that. That's weird. That's right. You gotta put the seatbelt on. The music came right on. Let's check something. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, I just wanted to come on right quick. Question. It's David Bowie. 5 years, 1980, or was it 85? 5 years before Kanye West was born, he had an album cover out, and on that album cover, he's standing there. It's kind of characterized like cartoonish. Let me do this because I didn't disconnect it. You know I was supposed to, I never did. Anyway, I could dismiss it, but keep it simple. Anyway, on that album cover, I forget the name of it. I was just looking at it. Under it's a street and it's a building, and there's a neon sign that has K West. And he talked about in this song about this star falling to Earth. We know through the membrane, through the dome. 5 years later, David Bowie lost his battle, 1993, 1993, whatever. He had cancer and he lost his life in 93. I think I was stationed in Naval Air Station in Jacksonville, Florida, in the Navy. And Kanye West was born. And when he made it big on that one song, I guess the Reap, he talks about, anyway, and this one song, I can't remember that. He gave his hats who was one of his inspirations was David Bowie. And this thing where it talked about the Reaper. Is that coincidence? I mean, y'all, some of y'all can probably further search that. That's not my thing, all this Hollywood music and all that. But these things were standing out. And then I was watching this program, and then it reminded me of this young lady talking about. Remember I was telling y'all about how what's that girl that be singing there, the Beyonce, y'all go crazy about? How she was doing that performance, and I remember watching that. And I said to somebody when the live performance, I said that bitch changed on the stage. And it was like about 6 of us in this room watching this shit. I was at a bar or something. We was at a bar, I think. And somebody said, you saw that shit? I said, that bitch was up there dancing, doing the leg thing, and you could see in her hair, eyes was white as a motherfucker and black. Like, I said, I'm not the only one singing that. Now, I remember one of the aides who left, Mexican and Spanish woman, saying they didn't have no mirrors in there, and this is a astute Catholic woman and shit, Spanish lady, right? And God damn, all this fast shit. Slow the fuck down. Shit. Come zipping through there, man. I will jump out this thing and talk to you. But anyway, right? I said how a friend of mine used to work security and says they remember one time one of the head security dudes had to go out and get Beyonce some fucking chickens to sacrifice or some shit. Now y'all know she said she had to summon this. I'm using the camera, y'all, because these people drive here, man. They don't know how to park for shit, man. And I don't want that mother pulling out and tapping my front end. It's happened before, trust me. My other truck. It's a lot of money, even with a $500 deductible. Anyway, you really don't see her. Last time I remember, she was at a Knicks game, sitting beside this other sellout nigga called Jay-Z. And what I've heard every time she is seen, it's an act. I'm just putting this into, you know what to do. I'm here to tell you that a lot of melanated motherfuckers aren't our people. I don't give a fuck where they grew up at, New York. Mind your fucking business. Like you a nurse? No, you have to correct people sometimes. Anyway, You got to remember that, because the game is deep. The game is deep now. I mean, if you want to perceive things in the benefit of, oh, I love, then that's on you. I ain't doing that, man. Motherfuckers in this so-called community that I'm not part of at all, because I don't recognize an indigenous movement or community. I told you, movements for the toilet. To each his own. The movements to like I said, but people don't want to believe that. They don't want to believe it at all. A lot of niggas running around, even if they from your family, ain't no good. Now, I remember stating this a month and a half or 2 months ago, that you got gang members, you got people in your family who worship this Lucifer. Probably a whole bunch of other goofy shits out here. And they think that they're doing it to the benefit of self. Look at John Benet Ramsey, right? Like, who the fuck can't tell? She had your older brother, right? Who the fuck can't tell that she was murdered? And then we have all this stuff coming on about child trafficking and sex abuse and this, that, and the other. It's like they're trying to hurry up and push laws and credit this, that, and the other and change stuff for the sake of keeping that sickness going. When I heard that, some of these things used to have these little private parties, and you'd be surprised that people ever show up or pay to be part of that, just to be in the in crowd, or because they're so perverse. Overseas as well. It's everywhere. Look at Iran with their little uprising right now, right? And look at all the people they've murdered. Innocent people. But then I said to you, in Iran, if you found out to be gay, they hang you from shit. But if you're going through a sex change, it's fine. If you're fucking a goat, no, that's a couple of lashings, little penalties, but everybody's doing it. Who's normalizing this shit? That's just questions I got. If y'all got some answers, man, throw them my way, man. Throw them answers my way. Say, Brad, look, man, I got some response. I got some answers for you. Look, I know you're confused. I'm not confused. I really don't give a fuck. I'm just, when you seek a higher, excuse me, guys, from eating this canal. When you're seeking a higher level of existence, you look back at other things and things stand out. Y'all know I was big in the music thing. It's just that at one time. But I knew I had to get away because music was shaping some of my actions. And I saw it. How I metastasized like a tumor itself in me. And how I was deeply influenced, even up to recent, like certain beats, and then I come to find out them beats that not at the right proper, hertz. I'm like, holy shit, I was not even paying attention. I was just thinking it was, my indigenous, my aboriginal, original, but it was something that was matriculating. I says, man, I got to connect these. I got to get these things firing right. Because if I'm seeking a better enlightenment, but this is still causing some confliction and it feels good, I have to extrapolate. I've got to dig at that and really look at and then once I had a realization that it's outside forces are determining your existence. Then I started to see, that's why I'm saying question. So if you have more insight, just don't go bumbling your mouth because you feel like something. I want to know if you got some real insight, because I know some of y'all gonna bumble off of the mouth because you don't have your weapons are patience of time, and I know that your feeling is gonna make you assume or believe that whatever you think is articulate coming from your mouth, I'm gonna look at it and say, shut the fuck up. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Shut the fuck up. Because that's not research. Now, I actually utilized somebody who I know worked in security, as I did, who said the motherfucker who's head of the guy had to run out and get chickens for this bitch on 2 occasions. But Beyonce, excuse me, I don't have to say bitch. For the chicken sacrifice. And then all the people in her party. Now, I'm not researching to see who's there or not. To each their own. That's what she wants to do. So be it. It's one thing for us to do what we did ceremoniously. Another thing that the Ashkenaz took that and started doing it because it was powerful medicine. But we were doing that with the chicken because we know that it wasn't natural. See how easy that was to do? Now, if you research that, you'll find that out. We were using the enemy's magic and then reversing it. That's why we went in a circular around the head to the feet to remove with that negative energy to catch it like the egg and to dispose of it. See, I bet you didn't know that. Now, anyway, if y'all have any insight, I'm damn sure going to go back and look at all the motherfucking questions and responses in line. And I'm not going to respond only unless I know you're expressing something based on a feeling. I don't want this is to help you too. I don't want your fucking feeling. I want to hear what you know. And if you don't know how to take the time when I'm asking this question and say, let me do some research. Is there anybody I know that knew where I live at? Dot. See, I know people over in Brooklyn that grew up around JC who can't stand his ass. They say that motherfucker a demon seed. He wasn't a bad boy. He was a motherfucking college. He was not a fucking badass. All that shit about selling crack, they used to be laughing about that. I don't want nobody to see this right when I'm on the chair. You know I need a motherfucker. All right? And there's plenty of other stuff. I just don't want to get into the whole diatribe. I'm going ahead and get this one some snacks. I'm running right back to the house. I really want to come out. I was sitting there in my seat and I tried to doze off. I didn't want to lay in the bed because I'd have probably been out till about 6, 7 o'clock tonight. You know, I was like, you know what? Let me get some potassium in me because I just knew I just needed it. And again, like I said, there's plenty of other things out there. There's producers. You know, we look at The Crow, North Carolina, when they were filming it. You hear about Brandon Lee, but you don't hear about everybody else. You don't hear about the 2 people electrocuted. You don't hear about the person with the truck caught on fire. You don't hear about nobody else, about all the accidents. And they say it was a curse. No, a curse is something that you create upon yourself, even though we're living a lie. The curse is something that is done. Now, did somebody do a curse? Who knows? A lot of people believe Bruce Lee because he was utilizing cocaine, and that's a known fact within the martial arts community, or at least through certain people. A lot of people believe that he was murdered because he had reached a level within his being, and some people believe he wasn't murdered, that he was taken somewhere away from here. And some people say his genes were important, that they would utilize them. You get what I'm saying? We think about the sister that they always tell you when she died, they took her genes. They murdered her once they realized what her genes were capable of. Okay? Yeah. Never believe the story given. Believe half of what you hear, believe half of what you see, and nothing what you hear. Why is it that people do not allow that to exist? Now, everybody knew the 17th, the strike was supposed to be lifted off my account. Everybody knew this. But here I talked to the staff of YouTube, and this was funny. Oh, no, it'll be gone tomorrow on the 18th. I was like, that's not what it said. But anyway, I screenshot, and I went back and looked at the screenshot. It's the 17th. But the thing is, when people have issues of control, this is what you have to deal with. Now, I'm not dealing with it. I just said, okay, fine. It makes no difference to me because the strike should have never happened based on the 10th Amendment. Something I actually studied in law that I know, and they were wrong. The thing is, you're dealing with some foreigners. When I say foreigners, I'm talking about to our earth. That's how I feel. Does it mean that I'm right? I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying I feel like that. Is that based upon studies and other things I've heard throughout throughout the decades of my life, things I've read, things I've seen, and yes. My travels, what I've heard, yes. Does it make it a fact? No. It makes it a fact that I feel that way about it. It doesn't make it a fact in anybody else's life. See, that's the difference. Okay? That is a big difference. Let me get in here and get my shit, because I really don't like being around all these jabbed up people who are, in existence. All right? And I'll get y'all when I get back to the Kizad. And who all came in anyway? I'm sitting here. Usually I don't do that when I'm in the truck. We got 3 people and 3 people. It must be some 3 people I don't know. We got Rep, Mama Red. Rondo. Shout to hi. Somebody missing a like up in here. I got 4 people. Where my people? Grey Wolf. What's up, man? Y'all ain't giving me no thing. You know we need the thumbs up, bro, to beat the. Oh, wow. My people's just telling me, yo, Red, we rather watch some goofy shit and put thumbs up on that instead of here. Are y'all serious, man? Damon Dash, who I know, speaks truth. Okay. Well, we all both know Damon Dash, hon. I tell my resources, Red. Some music cast spells. All music cast spells, hon. John Bonet, last bulb on the Xmas tree. That ritual. Exactly. A lot of people don't know about that. It used to be talking about Polaris or what you call binary, but I believe it's something else. Yo, Ryan, what's going on? Peace, bud. What's going on, family? Yo, I respect all that. I love the greetings, man. That is the most powerful stuff I ever see, man. I love seeing that. Y'all just don't know, man, what that do. But respect all my kinfolk. Love y'all dialing. And look, if we get some pale skins, some Asians, some Philippines, I don't care. Whoever they come in, just know that they're family. And now somebody who's not will act like they is, and you just don't worry about it. You treat them like they are regardless. Are you catching me? Okay. There's no strength in being articulating the same fashion of the people outside. But it don't mean that you got to run up and give them a big hug and kiss and shit. But you don't have to be dismissive. If you get what I'm saying in between the lines, all right? Because there's a lot of our people who look like us who are worse than them. Oh, and trust me when I tell you this. I used to go to some of them Greek fucking parties and see some of the weird shit and be like, all right, I'm out. And me and my boy be like, let's head on. I say, you see that shit? What's going on with that over there? You know? But anywho, let me get in here and get my shit. I'm going to see y'all here shortly to get the next reading in. And maybe a couple other questions. But this is totally for the questions, all right? Because I saw this dude talking about some goofy shit. This motherfucker had and one day had 156,000 motherfuckers views. I'm going, what is this motherfucker? And then I said, you know what? I know what YouTube is doing because there like 5 people hit me, and then somebody who's got a big channel over 1 million subscribers, he says, yeah, Brad, this is what's happening. He laid it down. And then I told y'all about somebody I know that worked for Facebook. Did, or he might still be, I can't. He or she, Shem, it, furry, I don't know, cat, dog, whatever the individual might be. I gotta be careful. It says, oh yeah, they target individuals. And he says they're letting the AI do it as well to learn how to target certain speech patterns and certain things. I was like, oh, I don't give a fuck about that. It's machinery, Ghost in the Shell, man, that won't be around long. So it matters not to me. So, but anyway, there is motherfuckers who are literally targeting. And that shows how foolish the whole thing is. So hit the thumbs up, y'all. Share this shit with some people and stop being lazy so we can get, because we need more people. Y'all need the answer, all right? Not all of y'all. Some of you, but not all of you. And I ain't being dismissive. I'm just speaking on the level of a fact. Like when I taught martial arts, I had motherfuckers that were promising, and only 10 to 12% of them motherfuckers are really involved. The rest, I'm not even gonna go there, you know? They're adults now. Adults. And you know, and I mean, I gave them old school and better way of communication that was, you could consider therapeutic, responsible and respectful. Even the parents, the mama is still involved. I'm like, whoa, what happened to your son? I'm like, wow. So anyway, like I said, share this shit, y'all. West Side, if you come in, appreciate you. You've been sharing my shit like a rock star, brother. All right. And for some reason, I'm getting notifications of some people's stuff. So when you go on, hopefully I get a notification. I come over and check you out. Any new subscribers, I got to go through my subscribers and go and subscribe to a whole lot of folks I haven't subscribed to. Even as there's some people who subscribe to me don't even have subscriptions, so I subscribe to them. This is how we do it. You feel me? This is how we do it. All right. See you all in a little bit. All right, beloved.